Sul, vi now Frederike the Sims. When last we left off, there was quite a lot of social mingling going on in Samuel and Danielle's home. Because Danielle invited Keppel over to try and make him a friend, and Samuel invited Dave over to reaffirm his friendship with his brother. And while Samuel and Dave had a lot of success, that relationship is in the 90s now on Samuel's side, Danielle is coming across more difficulty. There's a little bit of the Claire Charming problem going on right now between Danielle and Keppel. Keppel doesn't know Danielle half as well as Danielle knows Keppel. There needs to be quite a lot more effort put in by Danielle before Keppel becomes a family friend, and before we can get that star power so that Danielle can get a promotion. We don't even know if Keppel is going to be sufficient by himself, because for all we know, Keppel may only have 0.5 star power. Maybe he's dressing like a high-flying celebrity, and in fact is barely anybody. And if that's the case, we'll then need to make another friend in Studio Town, just to gain one more promotion. In Studio Town, it fast becomes the case that you need to make and maintain a lot of friendships to make it work. And we're not very good at maintaining friendships. It was a difficult enough struggle for Samuel to maintain 6 friends at once. Imagine if Danielle has to maintain 10 friends to get to a significant level in Studio Town. But for now, we potentially only need 1 friend. So we're going to make Keppel Danielle's friend, and hopefully that will be sufficient. Hopefully, anyway. Meanwhile, on the other side of the road, it's soon time for Jim and Roger to go to school, and I think Dave needs to have some interactions with Dog, because Dog's social needs a little bit of a increase, and Dave's does as well. Why not, eh? There'll be nothing stopping Roger and Jim from going to school. Jim has nearly sorted out his hygiene, and Roger is going to go to school immediately. And for a very short period of time, it will just be Dave and Dog in the house. Just like old times, eh? It's been a long time since it's just been Dave and Dog. Admittedly, the house is a lot bigger now, and is a lot less cluttered, but it's just like old times otherwise. And Dog, once again, is very happy to get some attention. Dave has always been my greatest friend. I'm very happy to be here. And maybe one more interaction, and your social will be as high as it will feasibly go at this point. We could get it all the way up to the very maximum, but that's not essential. Then again, we can have him go to work with just 1 bar of green in the positive, and that would be sufficient, but I always like to make sure that he's as happy as he can be. We also need to improve these relationships between Dave and his 2 sons. And we also need to improve them with Yvette as well. It's not going to be that long before you're off to work, and then we'll have a small period of time where nobody is in the house but Dog. We're relying on you, Dog, to make sure that nothing happens. You're going to view the flamingo. No, you're not. You're going to head to work. After a little bit of consideration, do I really want to go to work? I suppose I do. And as usual, Dog chased away the paper girl, and it's going to be a while before anybody is home, but when somebody does come home, it will be all 3 of them at once, and the phone rang, and nobody was there, which is unfortunate. And I think, yep, Roger's grades are already improving, which is good. I think we'll have Yvette talk to, we'll have Yvette talk to Roger for a little bit. There we go, we'll have them talk about interests, and what will Jim do? Never mind, it would seem that Dog wants to talk to Roger now. Jim, you've been replaced as the sim that is greeted by Dog at this time. Roger is now the new favourite sim at this hour. At least for now. There we go. And there is one interaction there, and everybody's sort of just going to stand here for a while. You know what you're going to do? You're going to turn on my television and watch some Yeti Man. There's nothing else you need to do after all. Nothing else you need to do at all. And we'll have one interaction here, and then you're also going to watch Yeti Man. No reason not to. You can all work on improving your fun at the same time, and you'll all be able to talk while that's happening. Actually, that's a really good idea. That's an excellent idea. All of you will deal with social simultaneously. You're going to watch television, and you're also going to watch television. And Dave is about to come home in an hour. Alright, that conversation's going rather well, which is good. A little bit more talking, and now, ooh, you're tired apparently. You are really tired. You're not going to be, up that long. And neither are you. Everybody is very tired. Might as well watch some television, though. It's going to be about half an hour before, anybody else comes home, and that anybody else is Dave. Dave may be the last to leave for work, but he's also the last to get home, by quite a margin. And the first thing that he's going to do when he gets home, after interacting with the dog, of course, is he's going to go and pay the bills, because they need to be paid. Also, shouldn't you be able to watch television from here? You can, you know there's that part of the sofa you can sit on, right? Apparently not. Apparently your idea of watching television is just getting in the way of Jim watching a television. Apparently you're really tired, so you're just going to go and get some sleep. And you know what? You're also going to get some sleep. But we have a tiny camera here of Dog just running over to say hello to, Dave, and that's brilliant. I think it's time for you to go and get some rest, I think. It is rather late. And where is Dog? Dog's over here. You know that he was over there the whole time, right? It doesn't matter. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm sure Dave is happy to see you as well. His needs are really good apart from energy. Really good. Hopefully this is the last day where their schedules are going to be all over the place, and soon they'll be able to settle into a more natural rhythm. Ah yes, before I forget, you're going to pay the bills, because we have enough money to do that. Far more money than we need. In fact, with only one more day of work, we could have you pay the next selection of bills as well. We only really need one person to go to work to make the bills payable, and that is Yvette. All of Dave's money is just a bonus, and she is fast asleep. She hasn't had that much fun, but she did sort of go to sleep as soon as she got home. About 5 o'clock, that is really early to go and get some sleep. But then again, she starts work really early as well. Alright, Dave, you can hear Yeti Man, and you might as well watch it for a little bit. Not that long, though, maybe about an hour? Or maybe half an hour. I'm sure you've seen the episode before, and he sits in the centre of the sofa and watches cartoons just like old times. This is far from old times, however. His house is generally a lot better now. Everything has been improved. Everything. Except the sofa and the television. And that bookshelf. That bookshelf is pretty much the same as it's always been. But everything else is far better. Except maybe that light fixture. I think that light fixture has been the same one. And I think that is enough television for you. There we go. Time for you to get some sleep as well. And for the next day to happen. And hopefully this time round, the day will go far better. Mainly because Yvette will have that much more energy and she'll get up a lot earlier. At least I hope she will anyway. We're going to get her up at around about 20 past midnight. And then she'll serve food and everything else. Yep, this is going to go much better. There we go. We could actually get you up, there we go, perfect. At 10 past midnight. You're going to serve breakfast. Your energy is really good, and your energy levels are also really good, but we're not going to get you up for a fair bit yet. We're going to wait until later. She's going to very quickly get out of bed, I imagine, and she's not going to complain either. Also, I've just realised that this wallpaper has bats all over it. Well, they seem to like it. I really should have picked a different wallpaper. Oh well, that's the wallpaper they have now. How long did it take me to figure that out? A long time, a lot longer than it should have. Ah well, it's only wallpaper. Wallpaper in this game doesn't provide a room stat, so you can have any wallpaper you like. In fact, you don't even need wallpaper. All of these walls could be just bare brick, and they'd be fine. There we go. You'll just prepare some food, and we're not going to queue anything else up so that you eat the food that is immediately served. However, we are going to cancel all the other actions for people to get up and eat. And you're moving it over there once again. And there we go. We're going to get rid of that, and this, and that. And we don't need to with Dog, because Dog has his own food. You're You're going to grab a plate there, and then we're going to move this over to here, because I've no idea why you put it there when you can just put it here. Your energy is full, so we're going to have you, you're already up, so never mind, you're starting my day. And you're also going to start my day. You're going to wait until 3 o'clock to start the day. Time for you to eat some delicious food. Do this and that, and then you're going to watch some television. You have a little bit of a while, a couple of hours. For the first time in a long time, I've actually got your morning routine correct, Yvette. It only took many, many days to get it right. Far too many days to get it right. You're going to be asleep for a little while longer. And Dog is also having breakfast, and because I've moved this over here, everybody can sit down. That was the original intention, for this to be somewhere where everybody can sit down and enjoy a meal. And now I've finally got it working. Even though these plates are overlapping, it still works. You're going to go and relieve yourself in the place you always go to relieve yourself, which is fine. You've finished eating, which is good. That means that you can get your needs dealt with before everyone else needs to go and use the toilet and the shower. Much better. I think I finally have this figured out. Just in time for something to happen so that it all goes horribly wrong. Time for you to get up, I think, and grab some food for yourself. I don't think we actually need this 4th chair, because there only appears to be 3 people eating at any one time. But still, always good to have 4 chairs, just in case. Dog has found something urgent that he needs to do. That urgent thing is eating. This does not surprise me. Also, I can believe that you are very loud. I will always let you know when something is going on, and when nothing is going on, and all the times in between. You didn't really need your sleep, did you? Of course we didn't. You're still getting up, and you're going to apparently play with Roger. You really need to deal with Bladder first. But that won't be for a little while yet. You could talk to each other. You could whisper to one another. This is also an interaction that is unique to Child Sims. I have a secret to tell you. Dog is actually super intelligent. Really? Yes. I know, he's really intelligent. There is some scheming going on, Dave. Beware. And now you need to watch the television, and I think it is your turn to do this and that, while you, meanwhile, are going to, let's see, you're going to, well, if Dog can sit still for just a moment, we can, there we go. We will have you hug Dog. Hopefully this interaction will work. You know each other well enough, it's likely to. And Dave eats breakfast while everybody else is doing other things. Yep, this interaction is going absolutely fine. Brilliant. So we're going to see how much fun Yvette is having. Quite a lot, which is good. Hopefully you'll be able to fill that bar up before you go to work. It's not going to take you long to fill up hygiene, and you really need to stay out of the bathroom right now. You could clean up these plates and be helpful. That would be good. There we go. And then you can do this and that. You, meanwhile, are going to have a tiny bit of fun yourself and watch some television. You won't be watching it for too long, but any amount of time having fun is better than none. And once you've done that, you're going to clean up this, because nobody else is going to be using that anymore. And nobody knows where all of the dishes that go into the dishwasher go. They just disappear forever. They go through a lot of dishes. And fortunately, all of your needs are fantastic for going to work. All you need to do, yep, is go to work. Excellent. I do like the little touch of a tiny stool so that the children can reach the sink. That's a nice touch. You are going to... What are you going to do right now? Where is Dog? Dog is there. You know what you're going to do? You're going to interact with Dog for a little while. You already had one interaction planned. We cancelled it for a different interaction. And after you've done that, you're going to watch some television as well. Dog never realizes what's going on there. It's like, hey, would you like a hug? And Dog is like, what? Are we going to play fetch some more? Dog likes the attention, though. And you're already done with that, so there's really nothing more for you to do this morning. You could water the plants, I suppose, and save Dave a job later. Why not, eh? Go and water the plants. Dave, meanwhile, is going to go, what do I do now? I could watch some television. No, wait, I'm going to do this and that and then watch the television. Seems like a good idea. You're going to go out there, and what are you going to do? He's going to water the plants. You could clean up. Why not, eh? Got nothing else to do at the moment. Go and clean up a bit. And Dave is going to deal with bladder and hygiene. And do you really need to go and watch television? You know what? You actually don't need to go and watch television. You could study some more cooking and get that much higher. We may be able to get you that 7th level of cooking. While Jim and Roger work on making outside a little bit better. And Dave works on singing not very well. Dog, meanwhile, is going to eat, because what else does Dog do in the day? We really need to get Dave working on his magic again, because we need to accumulate more ingredients and cast a few more spells, and maybe at some point we'll actually use that diamond ring that he's been holding on to all of this time. I highly doubt he's ever going to use that diamond ring, is he? No, he is not. And nearly all of these have been watered. In fact, they've all been watered now. Well done. And the school bus will arrive in about an hour. And you're going to do that, so you might as well go and have a conversation or two. Why not? Just get to know each other that much better, while Dave does some very important reading. He needs to get that much better at cooking, and he has a little while with which to do it. Dog, meanwhile, is going to be doing a very important thing. You guessed it, he's being Dog. And patrolling this room. Nobody will get at my food while I'm here. I will stare at them when they approach my food bowl, and that stare will say, you really shouldn't do that. At all. I've just realised that they are wearing exactly the same clothes. There aren't that many clothes for children as opposed to clothes for adults, but they are wearing the exact same clothing. Dave, you really need to stop buying clothing in bulk, because your kids are wearing exactly the same stuff. They're talking about aliens, which is an interesting topic, but they're wearing exactly the same stuff. I think you're going to get that next level of cooking. It's not going to take you that long. And that is good. Carpool will arrive in about an hour, and Jim and Roger are off to school now. We just need to cancel these. And their relationship is now at 80 and 72. That's not bad. We'll just get rid of that as well. And you're just going to carry on reading. Brilliant. Off you go! You know, the bus is over there, Jim. It's over here, not down there, over here. And you gained 1 more point of cooking, which is outstanding. Now you have 7 cooking. You're fast catching up with Samuel. Time to turn this off. Remember the day when you had no points in cooking? That was a very long time ago. Even though it doesn't seem that long ago, it was quite a while ago. And you're going to just go outside. I know what you're going to do. Kick the flamingo, Dave. Kick the flamingo and think about how great your life is. Remember when things weren't going so well? That was also a very long time ago. How things have changed. Now you can kick a flamingo without a care in the world. Aha, indeed. And when we come back, folks, we'll have everybody back in the house at an evening where they can all talk and just enjoy the time that they have. And I don't think the paper girl was chased off there. I don't think she was at all. Not bad. And here is some more money. And everybody is home. I got 100 simoleons from Grandpa for good grades. Ah, it's from Grandpa, not the school itself. I always thought it was from the school, but never mind. And Dog is like, everybody is home except Dave. I must run over immediately. And run over immediately he does. And I think you've missed where everyone is. You two can have a conversation. Why not? Eventually, anyway. Give it some time. And you're expecting an interaction with Dog as well. I hate to disappoint you, that's not going to happen. Roger is the one that is interacted with now. Roger really needs to get some fun though, so we're going to have Roger watch some television. And we may have Jim watch some television in a little bit as well. And what is Yvette going to do? Yvette is going to work on a skill of her own. We'll have her work on some mechanical, because why not work on mechanical a tiny bit? We can always do with more mechanical, just in case something breaks down. And contrary to the sound that keeps happening every time Jim or Roger uses the shower is not broken. And we'll get rid of all of these interactions here, and we'll have you study some mechanical. And Dog will chase his own tail with glee and find his tail. It didn't take that much searching. I think it's time for you to watch some television as well. Why not? You don't need to do any homework, because your grades are fantastic. You could study for school right now because your grades aren't A+, but you don't need to because eventually they will just become A+. And so, when we come back, folks, everything is fine in the Smith household. But what will happen to shake things up, I wonder? There are so many things that could happen. So many things that might happen. But will they happen? And will they realize who Imposter Dog is? I know what you're trying to do. But Jim and Roger know an imposter when they see one. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag. And there is one other dog. At least you're not an imposter dog. Dag dag. And there is Dave. Welcome home, Dave.